Okay, so now that you've done the breathing technique, hopefully the mechanism feels a little bit clearer to you. We are just going to dive straight into the pelvic floor training now, the pelvic floor workout. Just know that this is the most important building block to building a strong core. So we're just going to dive straight in. I want you to put your mind 6 inches below your belly button. And I want you to imagine that you're just simply trying to lift up all of your internal organs. And then I want you to wrap tightly around with those transverse abdominals, your wraparound abs. So you've got that lift, you've got that wrap, as lifted as you can and as tightly wrapped as you can. And we are going to stay here for 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. So as you take your deep inhale, I want you to make sure that that breath doesn't go into the belly. So we don't want to see the belly rising and falling as you inhale. We want to keep that lift, keep that wrap. Deep inhale through your nose. And then as you exhale, think about pushing out all the air. So we're lifting, pelvic floor lifts, diaphragm lifts, air pushes out. Inhale, diaphragm pushes down, pelvic floor moves down. Exhale, pelvic floor lifts. Good. And then I want you to just release it. That's our 30-second buzzer. Release it, relax it, give your pelvis a good shake, relax your pelvic floor. We're going to break that into a level 1, level 2, level 3. So lift gently, wrap gently. This is our level 1. We're going to stay here again for 30 seconds. Make sure the glutes are relaxed. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed and the chest is nice and open. So what we don't want to be doing is we don't want to be coming into this position to try to get more core engagement. Keep that spine nice and neutral. It's very internal. So lifting and wrapping very gently. This is our level 1, and we want to retrain our level 1 to become our new level 0, which is likely where we were before we ever became pregnant. So that's the purpose of this level 1. Then I want you to lift higher, wrap tighter, so we don't take a break in between. We're just going straight to our level 2. So we're lifted a little bit more, wrapped a bit tighter, but leave space for your level 3. Keep breathing deeply in and out. Now, level 2 is where you want to be anytime we're doing leg work, anytime we're doing squats, anytime we're doing arm work. We want to be at our level 2. So keep breathing deeply into the back of your rib cage. And you don't really need to think about where the breath is going. So long as it's not going into the belly, it will go into the back of the rib cage. And then lift up as high as you can. We're going to our level 3. So lift as high as you can, wrap as tightly as you can. Now, if you've really got that good engagement, you might feel a little bit of a shake here. That's perfect. Embrace the shake, don't fight it, but also don't worry if that doesn't come straight away. It will when you get stronger, I promise you. So we've really got that lift, we've got that tight wrap. Now our level 3 is reserved for any time we're doing core work. So eventually you'll come to a level 3 anytime you're doing a crunch type movement, anytime you're doing a sit-up, anytime you're doing a plank. But for right now, our level 3 is what we're going to use when we're doing our low pressure ab exercises. And then there's the buzzer, release it, shake out your pelvis, relax your pelvic floor. And now we're going to do some pulses. So I want you to lift up and wrap to your level 2 to begin with. And as you exhale, pulse to your level 3. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. So inhale through your nose, exhale, pulse to your level 3, release just to your 2. Exhale, pulse to your 3, release just to your 2. Now make sure as you pulse that you're not tucking the tailbone under. We want to keep that spine and the pelvis nice and neutral. It's very internal. So the structure of your spine and your pelvis are not changing. Only the core is moving. It's only in the muscles. Good. And then release it, shake it, and then this time we're going to do quick pulses. So again, lift up to your 2, wrap to your 2, quick pulses. Go. Pulsing to your level 3. So lifting and wrapping, only releasing just to your level 2. Again, make sure that tailbone is not tucking under, so we don't want to be going. We're staying nice and still as you pulse. Nice and still, shoulders aren't moving. It's very internal. Keep going like this. Good, and then release it, shake it. Beautiful. We're just going to do a final hold at our level 3. Go. Lift up. We're doing a double set here. So lift, wrap tightly, hold it right there. So hold it as lifted and as tightly as you can, and think about trying to create length through your spine. We're nice and centered. We're lifted up nice and tall. Imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with the crown of your head. We're going to hold it right here. So you don't need to think about as you inhale whether or not the pelvic floor is moving up and down. We're doing a double set here. So keep going. If the core is engaged, when you take your inhale, the pelvic floor will naturally move down. When you take your exhale, so long as the core is engaged, it will naturally move up. So as long as you've got that lift and that wrap, that's all you really need to think about. Keep going. Nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, squeeze out all the air. Inhale through your nose so that diaphragm moves down, the pelvic floor moves down. Exhale. Everything moves up. Beautiful. And then release it. Give it a really good shake. Relax your pelvic floor. Come into a Baddha Konasana if that is helpful to you, but just do whatever you need to do to relax that pelvic floor, and then you're going to go straight into whichever workout you're doing, but you're all done. So do that as often as you can. If you're recovering from any kind of postpartum dysfunction, you want to do this once a day. For maintenance, do it twice a week, and I'll see you next time.